Good morning all of you. Do you remember on our previous class we would have been discussing about properties of multiplication. And in properties of multiplication actually we discussed about some important properties or some common properties of multiplication. One is closure property. When it comes to closure property, it is suppose A and B are two whole numbers, then A into B also will be a whole number. This is called the closure property. Then we discussed about commutative property in the case of multiplication. And according to this commutative property, if A and B are two whole numbers, then A into B will be equals to B into A. Clear? This is called the commutative property. And here comes the third property, which is associative property. This associative property can be expressed by taking three whole numbers. Suppose A, B and C are three whole numbers, and if you want to multiply A into B into C, then it can be done in two different ways. Okay, suppose first of all you multiply A and B, then with that answer you can multiply C. Or in other ways, you can multiply B and C first, and with that answer you can multiply A also. In both the cases, the result will be the same. And this property is called associative property. And the next property that we discussed in the last video is multiplication by zero. What is this property? Tells us about, suppose A is a whole number and you multiply A with 0, the answer will be 0. And at the same time, if you multiply 0 with this number A, then also it will be equal to 0. This is the fourth property. In addition to these properties, today we will learn two more important properties related with the multiplication, out of which one of them is multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity. In this section, suppose we got a number A, and if you multiply this number with 1, what will be the answer? The answer will be A itself. Just like that, if you multiply 1 with number A, then also the answer will be A itself. So, when a number is multiplied by 1, the answer will be the number itself. Or when when 1 is multiplied with a number, then also the answer will be the number itself. And this is called multiplicative identity. This property is called multiplicative identity. Here the number 1 has got the speciality. That is why this property is there. And this one is called identity element. This one is called identity element. For which operation? For multiplication. So this is about the fifth property. Which is the fifth property? Multiplicative identity property. But according to this property, if we multiply a number by 1, or if 1 is multiplied by a number, the answer will be the same number itself. Have you all understood? And that is why 1 is called the identity element. All of you listen. Here comes two important and useful property of multiplication. and these are distributive property of multiplication over addition and distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. Let us bring the general case and understand what this property actually means. On this name itself, the meaning of property is there, but we will explain it, and thereafter we can do some problems based upon these two properties. Okay, so according to distributive property of multiplication, suppose there are two numbers b and c, and this b and c are added, and to this answer, whatever the answer you got, that answer to which you need to do some multiplication. So actually we are not doing multiplication to this b only, or we are not doing multiplication to this c only, but instead we are doing multiplication to this answer b plus c, the total answer to which we are doing multiplication, and we are going to multiply this total answer with a. So instead of completing this addition and thereafter multiplying it with the number a, there is a rule in multiplication, and the rule is you can distribute this multiplication. Actually this is multiplication. We can distribute this multiplication among these two numbers which are added. Among these two numbers which are added. So that is why the name is distributive property of multiplication. Distributive property. We are distributing multiplication over what? Over this addition. How many numbers are added here? Two numbers. So we are going to distribute our multiplication among both these numbers. All the two numbers to which we are distributing. We are going to distribute our multiplication. What is our multiplication? A into or into A. That is our multiplication. So into A. That will be first of all distributed to this B. Clear? So it will become A into B. Now after which you can put the addition. Now this into A also will be distributed to this C, so that it will become A into C. So instead of doing like this, you can do like this. In both manner you do, answer will be the same. This is called the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Distributive property of multiplication over addition. Just like this, we can consider distributive property of the same multiplication over subtraction also. So how can you say the distributive property of multiplication over subtraction in general? You need to take a number A, then it has to be multiplied with a subtraction, and on subtraction it will be B minus C, like this. Now you can distribute this multiplication over this subtraction. How could you do this? This has to be multiplied, this A has to be multiplied both with B and C, so that it will come like this, A into B. Thereafter comes the subtraction. Now you can subtract whom? A into the next number C. This is called the distributive property of subtraction. Distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. Hope you all understood. If you understood, then we are going to do some problems related with this. So in problem, sometimes you may given things like this, and in order to solve this, you may be doing like this. So this can be one type of problem. In another type, it will be already given in the distributed form, and in order to do that problem in the simplest way, you can write it in the short form. Okay, so this form given and this form in which we need to do. That is one type of problem. On another type, this form will be given. The second form will be given. The expanded form will be given. The distributed form will be given. And you need to reconvert it into the short form. Okay, and you can do it in a simple manner. These are the two types of problems that can be asked from these two sections. So let us check how it can be done by bringing some examples. Now all of you listen here. Here you can see there is a question for you. Multiply the following using distributive property. Distributive property means distributive property upon addition as well as upon subtraction you can use. Multiplication over addition and multiplication over subtraction you can use and solve these problems. That is the question. So let us check which property can be applied, whether multiplication over addition or multiplication over subtraction can be applied, or both can be applied to solve the problems. Every kind of problems are there. Multiplication over addition is there. Multiplication over subtraction is also there. And in some questions, multiplication over addition and subtraction both we need to do in order to do them in a simpler way. Okay, so in all these cases are given here. So on the first case, you can see 28 into 36 plus 28 into 64. Actually, this is a distribution of multiplication, which is the number multiplied here in both cases. 28, you can see 28 is multiplied with the 36 and 28 is multiplied with the 64. Thereafter it is added. So this is a distributed form. So this form can be definitely written into a short form, in which 28 into that can be written outside, because that is the common number multiplied or distributed among both these numbers 36 and 64. After which they are added. So you can put 28, which is the common outside, and put into side. Thereafter in the bracket, which are the numbers to be added, the remaining 36 plus 64. So here it will be 36 plus 64. Now you can simplify it much more easier. 28 into that, I am writing it as 28 into itself. Now 36 plus 64. How much will be the answer? Yes, it will be 100. Now this multiplication is very simple. 28 into 100 means first of all you need to write 28. Thereafter these two terminal zeros you can put here, so that this will become 2800. So the answer for this question will be 2800. Which property you used here? Here actually we used distributive property of multiplication over addition. Addition we used here. Now there is another problem. The second one. Here you can see there is a multiplication which is common in both. 39 into 39. And you can see here this is a subtraction too. So which property you will be using? Distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. How could you write it in short form? This 39 into which is common or which is distributed can be written first. 39. Thereafter you will put the bracket in which we need to do a subtraction. Which are the other numbers? 26 and 16. So the subtraction will be 26 minus 16. Every time we must be careful whether it is addition or subtraction. Then otherwise our answer will become wrong. Okay. So 39, first of all I am writing down again, into what is 26 minus 16? It will be 10. So that the answer is going to be 390. So we just simply found the answer for these two problems by using distributive property of multiplication. Our addition in the first case and our subtraction in the second case. And here comes another problem in which there is distributive property of both addition and subtraction, or distributive property of multiplication over addition and subtraction is there. What is the speciality of this question? In this question you can see 673 into. In all these cases 673 is the number multiplied in common. So that number can be taken outside. Okay, so it will become 673 into. And when this 673 is taken from all the terms, then you need to put a common bracket inside which the remaining numbers has to be written. And while writing the remaining numbers, the operation also needs to be written in the right manner. Here it is addition, so you will put addition first. Thereafter there is one subtraction also, so that subtraction also can be shown in the same bracket itself. So how it would become? First of all 673 into 86 is there, so that 86 will come upon the bracket, inside the bracket at first. Then put this symbol plus. Now again the second number, which is 24. Now the symbol or the sign is going to be negative, after which you can put this 60. So what we have done is we just applied the distributive property of multiplication over addition and subtraction. Both we applied here, because on first case it was addition and on second case it was subtraction. We together applied it. So according to our property it was like this: a into b plus c, or b minus c will be equal to a into b plus a into c. So this can be possible even there is one more number. That is actually mean by this thing. Okay, any number of numbers can be inside the bracket, no problem. So here 673 can be written, thereafter into. Now this bracket has to be simplified. 86 plus 24. How much it would become? Yes, it would become 110. And that 110 minus 60 will be there. So first of all I am just adding these two, so that in bracket it will become 110 minus 60. So how much it would become? 673 into, what is 110 minus 60? It will be 50. What will be the answer? You just want to multiply it by 5 and put a 0 at the end. Okay, 5 3s are 15, for which 5 we can place here and 1 will be carried. Now 5 7s are 35 plus 1 carry, it will become 36, for which 6 place here, 3 carry. Now 5 6 are 30, 30 plus 3 will be 33. Now you can put the terminal 0, so that 33650 will be the answer. So this is how we apply distributive property of multiplication over addition and subtraction, and we simplify many problems. Hope you all understood. If so, now we are just winding up today's class. So let's see with some other videos on the next class. All of you see you. Bye bye everyone.